President Trump talks up USMCA, healthcare, and a blue-collar boom during his State of the Union address, and ZFS is inching closer to opening its processing facility in Ithaca. I'm Janelle Brose, and this is Farm News 5.
Farm News 5 is brought to you by Ford.
President Donald Trump delivered his third State of the Union address Tuesday, both citing his accomplishments from the past year and setting the stage for the 2020 election. The president touted what he called a blue-collar boom that has helped middle-class families across the country. He also rattled off accomplishments over the past year and their positive impact on Michigan farmers and rural America.
6 days ago, I replaced NAFTA and signed the brand-new U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement into law. The USMCA will create nearly 100,000 new high-paying American auto jobs and massively boost exports for our farmers, ranchers, and factory workers. It will also bring trade with Mexico and Canada to a much higher level, but also to be a much greater degree of fairness and reciprocity. We will have that fairness and reciprocity, and I say that finally because it's been many, many years that we were treated fairly on trade. This is the first major trade deal in many years to earn the strong backing of America's labor unions. I also promised our citizens that I would impose tariffs to confront China's massive theft of America's jobs. Our strategy has worked. Days ago, we signed the groundbreaking new agreement with China that will defend our workers, protect our intellectual property, bring billions and billions of dollars into our treasury, and open vast new markets for products made and grown right here in the USA. We must also rebuild America's infrastructure. I ask you to pass Senator John Barrasso's highway bill to invest in new roads, bridges, and tunnels all across our land. I'm also committed to ensuring that every citizen can have access to high-speed internet, including and especially in rural America.
The president, in his nearly 90-minute speech, also hit on making child care more affordable and lowering the cost of health care and the cost of prescription drugs. Jennifer Lewis, a Michigan Farm Bureau board member and third-generation dairy farmer from Jonesville, attended the address as a guest of Congressman Tim Walberg.
As a dairy farmer, I was really excited to hear him talk about trade and the USMCA deal that was just signed. That's a very important part of trade that is going to help our family farm and many farms across the Midwest.
Good evening.
Following the address, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer provided the Democrats' response, which she delivered from East Lansing High School.
Michiganders are no different from Americans everywhere. We love our families and want a good life today and a better life tomorrow for our kids. We work hard, and we expect our government to work hard for us as well. We have grit and value loyalty, and we still root for the Detroit Lions. We and all Americans might be weary of today's politics, but we must stay engaged. Our country, our democracy, our future demand it. We're capable of great things when we work together. We cannot forget that despite the dishonesty and division of the last few years, and that we heard tonight from the President of the United States, together we have boundless potential.
If you want a car from a company that's been building them for 115 years, get a Ford. If you want a car with driver assist technology, get a Ford. You're gonna want a Ford.
After months of waiting, it looks like Zeeland Farm Services' Ithaca soybean plant will be online sooner rather than later. Once fully operational, the $130 million facility is expected to process more than 40 million bushels of soybeans annually and employ 75 people.
We wish we would have been moving by now, but things are getting closer. I would say in the mid-February to March timeframe is hopefully more of a conservative estimation than and with that, and we're really excited to get crushing and to be making soybean meal and things like that, and needing more beans to come in. So that would probably be the latest update, and we're on the doorstep. So it's exciting.
According to ZFS, the facility will increase the total soy processing capacity in Michigan to more than 50 million bushels annually, or about half the total amount of beans grown in the state each year.
Many farmers have questions about crop insurance. The sale closing date for crop insurance in Michigan is March 15th. Visit fosterswift.com to learn what Michigan farmers need to know about crop insurance in 2020.
The third installment of Market Facilitation Program payments aimed at helping farmers impacted by the trade war of 2019 should soon be arriving. USDA Secretary Sonny Perdue made the announcement earlier this week. He noted that while 2020 is off to a great start for American agriculture, the USDA has not forgotten how difficult 2019 was for farmers throughout Michigan and across the country. Michigan State University has named Van Buren County's Tim Hood as its 2020 MSU Dairy Farmer of the Year. Tim and his wife Debbie own and operate Hood Farms Family Dairy, which has grown from 50 cows to over 500 under their leadership. The farm also includes more than 1,000 acres of corn, soybeans, alfalfa, and wheat crops, primarily used as forage. The annual award is given by Michigan State University's Department of Animal Science. For more news and video, visit MichiganFarmNews.com and the Michigan Farm Bureau channel on YouTube. With Farm News 5, I'm Janelle Brose. Have a great week of farming.